Hello and welcome back. So we arrived at the egg center. Now this map has a nasty graphics problem, at least for some people. It has a terrible stutter. I will try to demonstrate it. Vegetation run amok, alright. Yeah, that's bad. We just ran into a human, at least it might have been a human. He or she had gross swellings all over their body. What is going on? And here you can see the stutter, maybe. It is apparent for me at least. There it was. And again. Now the workaround for this is disabling the shadows. And that was a pretty obvious stutter. So let's disable the shadows. It's a workaround I rather not use, but shadow quality will be set to off. And this takes a few moments to register. Now it's too bad that there are these kinds of problems with the game. I would have hoped that the director's cut was completely polished. Well, bug-free software is probably never going to happen, but... So let's return without shadows, but a smoother gameplay. And let's check out the perimeter of the map first. As you can see, the scrolling is now completely smooth. So it's a workaround. If you are experiencing this problem. And the map ends here. Yeah, munitions, we can certainly use that, so let's take it. And some medical supplies. Very nice. Yeah, this is not accessible. And let's switch to the FAMAS on Angela. And continue checking out the outer perimeter. This ruined fence looks like it's been torn down by wild animals. What the hell caused this? Indeed. And there are some giant maggots. And flies. we can examine it from here. No chance to lockpick, so we probably should find the head researcher first. Add some mutant veggies. So let's proceed along this road. And we got giant rabbits inbound. So let's prep. No chance to hit. Still no chance to hit. And these guys hit hard. Let's switch to the wrench and hit it on its head. Excellent job. Let's keep the wrench equipped. Well, let's swap to the FAMAS for now. Yeah, these guys pack a punch. Nasty critters. And there are quite a few of them. So we need to take them out fast. Yeah, let's take a shot. Nicely done. Max. Yeah. Let's just wait there, I guess. Maybe take a shot. Well, a hit, that's more than I expected. Nicely done. Yeah, the melee attacks do good damage against these rabbits. But needs some space, of course. Sniper rifle equipped. And a miss. Yeah, let's go with the wrench. It worked well, so nicely done again. Get a little bit closer and finish it maybe. Well, let Z end it. Alright. So these giant rabbits can really dish out the damage. Yeah, but needs some healing. Reload and let's proceed carefully. Yeah, we are looking for the entrance of the research center. And there is a huge central building before you and two side research stations, all spilling an explosion of vines. Guess the buildings weren't big enough to hold in the harvest. So we found the entrance, I'm guessing.
Hello? By the doors. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello? Are you there? Get the fuck over here, asshole. We need help. What the hell was that? Did you idiots just blow yourselves up right in front of the door?
Well, nearly.
You pricks better be the damn Rangers. We've been calling for help for hours. The plants have gone crazy.
Yeah, we're the Rangers.
About time.
So do you need help?
Yes, we need help. What have I been saying? I'm opening the doors now.
Thank you very much. And this is a gruesome pod. Let's take the pod fragment. And let's go inside. A tall woman with dark skin and high cheekbones. She wears a white lab coat and has her black hair pulled back in a no-nonsense bun through which she has stuck a much-chewed pen. She doesn't look happy to see you. Well, that's great.
Rangers, where have you been?
Ms. Lawson, meet the new recruits. Recruits, meet Ms. Lawson.
Forget the friendly introductions, Angie. Wasn't the deal we made with the Rangers, we give you food, you give us protection? Well, your recruits are looking pretty goddamn well fed, but we've been up to our tits in killer tomatoes for 8 hours, and not a Ranger in sight.
You should take it from here, recruits. Learning to deal with angry citizens is part of the job.
Killer tomatoes. And killer pumpkins, fruit flies. Plants started growing out of control, mutating, exploding, attacking my people. They have gone rabid or something. Didn't you hear our distress call? We've been calling for help forever. Well, we're here now, ready to help.
About time. Now listen, we think the mutations stem from contamination in our irrigation system. Unfortunately, the computer that operates the pumps seems to be malfunctioning and we can't shut it off remotely. Maybe its circuits are overloaded from all the alarms going off. The computer is down the corridor past the airlock behind us. I can open that lock, but if you're gonna do your job and rescue our guys, see Rose. She has the current override codes for the greenhouse airlocks. Either way, we'll lead you to the computer room eventually. If you can get the computer working, you can shut down the pumps from there. If not, you'll have to go into the east and west fields and turn off the valves by hand. Now get going before any more of my people die.
What do you know about the computer?
Sometimes I think that thing is more trouble than it's worth. It's supposed to automate all our irrigation and feeding, but it seems to be, like, on the fritz most of the time.
Your people are in danger? Matt and Rose, and I managed to get to safety, but the others... So what about Rose? She's our best researcher, she's in her lab. But she's an old lady, there's no way she could go in there to fix it. Tell me about the lab. That's where we experiment with new breeds. It's down the hall to the east. So that is where Rose is. And who's Matt? He's the man in the wheelchair at the monitor desk. That's Matt. He's the one who called the Ranger Citadel 8 hours ago. And he was hurt. Tell me about the exploding pods.
As if the rest of this craziness wasn't enough, the plants are also starting to explode. Get too close to one of those red pods and bam!
Yeah, we
Come to think of it,
that.
everyone who's changed into one of those pod people got blasted first. If I could get one of those pods to study, intact, I might be able to come up with a cure. You'll need to move slow and careful to get close to the pod without setting it off. If one of you greenhorns has a green thumb, that might come in handy too. I suppose a handful of fragments of pods, let's say 10, would do the trick, if you can't manage to collect a whole one. If we don't find a cure, the infection will surge back and we'll all be dead.
Well, we already have some pod fragments. Here they are. Great! We're getting there. Keep searching. And we need 10. Alright. Who else is in trouble? The researchers and the farmers. They're still out in the fields and greenhouses. We've been watching them dying one by one on the monitors. And for some of them even worse. What could be worse than death? You saw her, that thing you met out front. She was one of my assistants. So tell us about the layout of the facility. The east and west greenhouses where we do most of our testing are in this building. And the west fields is where we grow our fruits. So you have a monitor system. Yeah, the whole facility is rigged with cameras and an intercom. But it's blocked by the plants. So what happened to the researchers? The researchers are in the greenhouses. A lot of the cameras were obscured by plant growth, so we don't know what happened to them. And the farmers, I'm watching them dying for hours. What's wrong with the plants? What do you think of the Desert Rangers? Can we use your radio dish? Where is it?
You want to use our radio dish now. Can you see we're in the middle of a fucking fucking crisis? Fuck you. Go find it yourselves.
Alright. Yeah.
Yes, go. Do your job. I'll open the central airlocks for you now, but remember, we might have people trapped in the greenhouses, so talk to Rose for the door codes.
Alright. So we need to find Rose first. And she is in the east lab. Let's see. That is probably west. Yeah, this is west, so let's go east and find Rose. She has some access codes apparently. And a trap door. Well, demolitions, very low possibility to succeed. That's not great, 26%. Well, I'll end the video here. We'll continue exploring later, so I'll leave it at this, and I'll see you in the next one.